Yo, what's up, guys? Maine back here with another video. I know it's a little late. I had a busy day, but what can I say? The boy delivered, as he always does. So, the market is behaving kind of exactly as we wanted it to. Everything we were expecting to happen. Fucking Obi, come on, bro. Everything we were expecting to happen has basically happened so far, right? We had initially called for the move down to here. We took the long. We had the sweep up here. I said this is probably going to pull back. And then I gave you guys, especially if you're in Telegram, a couple of very basic scenarios. I thought we were either going to go up from here, or maybe we get one more dip down towards the range low, giving us kind of a triple tap into this demand, and maybe even run Monday's low in the process and give us a nice little sweep. I tweeted it, I posted it in Telegram, I talked about it on YouTube. So if you missed this, there's no one to blame but yourself. You need to be locking in, you need to be watching the videos, guys. I don't know what to tell you. We're already more than halfway through summer. We're already more than halfway through 2025. If you're not locked in yet, lock in the fuck now, and let's crush the rest of this year together. So that's exactly what happened. You can see here on the H12, we got a sweep of Monday's low right into demand. It gave us that triple tap, and I said, this is going to be your opportunity to long if you did not long down here. And I think that that is playing out right now. However, there's always a chance that something could happen. So what I'm looking at right now, at the very least, is I think we're going to come and take out these highs. We've got this 1, 2, 3 trend line liquidity, low resistance liquidity, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's liquidity. Lower high, lower high, lower high. We've taken out all of the lows here now. To me, the next draw for price is here, above these highs. So if I'm correct, I think tomorrow, especially the way that stocks kind of turned around to end the day here, I think tomorrow we get continuation to the upside here. Then the question becomes, once we clear out these highs, do we have more consolidation? So I'm long, as you guys know from here. This was another long opportunity today that I set up for you guys in the last video. The question we got to ask ourselves now, because I think the next move is this, is after that next move, right? Like if we run up here, I'm going to TP some of my long. No reason not to. We long the Pico lows. I will TP after running this. Because what we could do is something like this. And we could have more consolidation. I'm not saying it's going to look exactly like this, but we could still not be ready to break out. We could literally still have more choppiness, more sideways for the remainder of summer, right? So we could end up coming up here towards the range high, take out all that lick, and then boom, back towards the range low. Maybe we run this, maybe we run this, maybe we don't. And then we go up again, and then maybe later in August, into September, the actual breakout happens. We don't know yet. For now, I am biased to the upside. I think at the very least, we're going to run these highs, and then we got to see how price reacts. If we break up here and it's super strong and it's a big, good looking breakout candle, awesome. But if we run these highs and then we close as like a wick and it's like an SFP or something, well, then maybe that's just telling us this consolidation pattern is just not quite ready to break yet. I do think we're gearing up for the next leg. I do think that the next uptrend on Bitcoin is going to generate from this consolidation. It's just a matter of, is this the low and we're finally going to go? Or is this just another run of the range low? Then we're going to run the range high, and then back to the range low, and then back to the range high. We're range bound until proven otherwise. So we try and long near the lows, we TP near the highs, and vice versa, right? It's no different than this. Right? This was the exact same. And I know many of us were waiting for this to break out, right? It felt like forever. When is this finally going to go up? And I was like, hey, we're going to go higher than here, but it's range low to range high to range low to range high to range low. And then finally, the next leg up. This is no different. Okay? I think this resolves in a higher price. Just, is this, could have drawn that better. Is this it? Are we here? Or are we here? right? That's really the question. That's a good example. Is this right here, meaning, okay, we finally ran the last of the lows, enough choppy, up only, or are we here? We've run the range low, we're going to run the range high, and then we're going to continue to go sideways for longer. So that's really the question we're going to ask ourselves, but it's no different than this again, right? Are we here? Okay, well, yeah, it's going to go to the range high and then back to the low. Or are we here? And now we're getting that second retest. Like this is kind of similar to what we're looking at now. If I can get both of these on the chart at the same time, right? Where you have the deep low and then the higher low and then the move. So this is our deep low, the higher low, and then the move. Maybe it's ready, maybe it's not. But the beauty of it is we are positioned already. We're already long. We have a good trade on. There's been multiple opportunities for you guys to get on board this trade. So I hope you're along with me. The only downside for me is I got stopped out on Solana, and I wouldn't be surprised if this now rips along with Bitcoin, but it is what it is. So real quick, on Bitcoin here, we have an H12 sweep here. Okay, so that's good. And we have an H1 breaker right there. And we have the MSB here. Right? So you could argue that this is now printed in H12, H1 setup. So as long as it holds above here and doesn't lose this low, I think we go higher. And if you're not long already, maybe you get lucky and you set some bids around, 118 down to 117 with your stop here. Maybe you get a fill on some sort of wick before the actual move up. But technically, it's already retested this. So it could just rip from here. But maybe you get lucky and you get one more of these and then the actual move. Okay? But that's your local invalidation right there. ETH trading stronger than Bitcoin. Same thing. H12 sweep into demand. H1 is printed, the setup here. There's your breaker. There's your market structure break. Hasn't given a retest. So maybe you get lucky and this is your fill and that's your stop if you're not long already. Okay? Solana, same thing. Right? Sweep. There's your breaker. Your stop is there. Maybe you get a fill. Same thing on all of these pairs. So if you're not long yet, that's what I would be looking for. I'm not really looking for any reason to short until at least we run like 120K. Then if we get some sort of rejection, maybe I might look for shorts. But until then, I'm remaining bullish. Stocks, look at this. I mean, remember when we drew this on Twitter? I'm sorry, but like I am him. Like there's no other way to fucking explain it. I don't know anyone who is cooking like me right now. I really don't. On YouTube, on Telegram, on Twitter, I'm mapping all the fucking moves. Who would have fucking predicted this like that? 100-point drop, V reverse. Come on now. Talk to me. Talk to me. So V reverse to new highs. Assume this continues higher. Looks good for everything else. So I hope you guys are long. I hope you're making some fucking money. If you're not paying attention, I'm cooking right now and I'm doing all these videos 3 times a week, giving you all of the fucking plays. I'm not saying you need to copy me, but I've been pretty directionally accurate, and all I'm trying to do is help you maintain your bullish bias. Don't get fudded out by the gay bears on the timeline, okay? Trust in Maine. I will lead you to new all-time highs. We're going to stay objective. We're going to follow our plans, but we're going to execute when the time comes. We're not going to shit our pants when stocks come down here. We're not going to shit our pants when Bitcoin comes down here. because we're bullish and we plan for this in advance. And if you're paying attention, whether or not you're taking the trades I'm taking, you should be printing on alts. You could be printing on all sorts of stuff because we've been tracking a lot of these moves very well. So I hope you guys are following along and making some money. I'm sorry if this video is a little manic. I was up at like 6 and on calls straight through till 6 p.m., but I still wanted to get on here and get a video out for you guys. So I love you as always. Check out my shit. Links in the description. Breakout, all that other bullshit if you love me. If not, leave a like, comment. That's all I ask. Subscribe. Talk to you later. Peace.